Hello, welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another video on the Alec Baldwin, Helena Hutchins Rust shooting, if you can call it that. This is a pretty major update, and things are getting really quite severe, I guess, in terms of the legalities of the situation. So, you read from the title, Alec Baldwin is now involved in a lawsuit. He intentionally fired the deadly shot on Rust film set, script supervisor claims in a lawsuit directly for him. This is his actual first lawsuit. He's been involved in other lawsuits, mainly from the lead gaffer, but this is a pretty big lawsuit directly just involving Alec Baldwin, and the claims are massive claims. So this will be fascinating to see and watch unfold. And where I did a video yesterday where I said there's been a bit of a lull in news, this dropped yesterday, so I do apologise not for covering it. If I go over too many videos in a day, you just don't get notified. But there are other ways that you can get notified where I do more videos. If you head on over to my Twitter, @MrHReviews, you can hit the bell icon on Twitter. And if I share a video there, you'll get notified. So please do that. And also follow me over on Instagram, same @MrHReviews. Thanks so much. So let's dive into this, ladies and gents. If you have appreciated the coverage, please do give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to share it. This is important stuff. Got to keep the pressure on because these things, Hollywood looks after their own. I would imagine this will get swept under the rug. Doing the videos, them getting views, them being shared, it keeps public pressure on Hollywood so they don't close ranks, and I think that is important. So this is a New York Post article, and they have, not the exclusive, but they've done a fairly robust article on it. They say that Alec Baldwin intentionally fired a gun towards cinematographer Helena Hutchins on the Rust movie set, disregarding set protocol in the deadly shooting, according to a new lawsuit filed Wednesday. So this was yesterday. I mean, it's pretty new information. And here we go. This is the script supervisor. The script supervisor is Mamie Mitchell. She says, "I saw Alec going through his movement with the gun for the camera." Now, she's actually the individual that called 911 when Baldwin fatally shot Hutchins and injured Joel Souza, the director. Now, she says further, "I was holding my script in my left hand and had taken out my iPhone and opened up my photos to check the continuity on his shirt and vest," she said. "Then an explosion, deafening loud gunshot. I was stunned. I heard someone moaning and I turned around and my director was falling backwards and holding his upper body, and I turned around toward Alec and saw Helena going down to the left of me." I mean, this is horrific stuff. You know, this is a woman documenting when she witnessed someone lose their life. It's awful. And you can see, she had a press conference and obviously breaking down. And a lot, when people do press conferences for these things, some people would claim, well, maybe they're milking it for the camera. These don't look. It looks to be pretty legit. A lot of people claim crocodile tears. There's been a lot of that recently with people breaking down about these things, and loads of people just go, "That's crocodile tears, can't whatever." This looks very sincere in its approach. And she, in the suit, Mitchell claimed Alec Baldwin intentionally, without just cause or excuse, cocked and fired a loaded gun, even though the upcoming scene to be filmed did not call for the cocking and firing of a firearm. So this is massive. This is the script supervisor. She can say without, she'll have the script there, right? Like she will know what happened scene by scene. And this information, moving further and further forward with the DA and the Sheriff's Department and things like that, if someone can say without hesitation, that scene did not call for the actor to cock the gun and then shoot the gun, why were they doing it in the first place? It really does hang more of a pressure and a spotlight over on Alec Baldwin now. She also said every safety protocol designed to ensure safety with a firearm on set was ignored, such as the presence of live ammunition on set, and the actions that were taken that day were against all industry norms. We know that. There's been numerous accounts of that. Awful stuff to keep getting it confirmed. Hannah Gutierrez Reed, who was the armor on the Rust set, is also named as a defendant in the suit against the actor and the movie production company. During a press conference Wednesday in Los Angeles, her attorney, Gloria Allred, said there were warning signs of the dangerous conditions on the set related to guns just days before the October 21st shooting. She said a camera operator reported there were 2 gun discharges during a rehearsal in one of the cabin shots. The camera operator allegedly told a production manager in a text, "This is super unsafe." Again, stuff that we've had before, just being confirmed, but more officially, you know, sort of more litigiously. The attorney added the events that led to the shooting does not constitute simple negligence, because Baldwin, the producers, and others were reckless by not following strict guidelines when it comes to having live ammunition and guns on a set. And as it goes, is apparently they were using this for plinking. They had the guns and they were just pissing around with them after hours, basically. In the complaint, Mitchell said Baldwin, being an industry veteran, should have known that a prop master or an armourer is the only person who should hand him a gun. Mitchell said the assistant director should not have handed Baldwin the gun, and that the actor should have known that he could not rely on the assistant director's representation that it was a cold gun. Interesting claim. You know, assistant directors are responsible for the entirety of safety on set, so, you know, it's an interesting claim. Mitchell is suing for an unspecified amount of loss, for loss of future earnings, special and general damages, attorney fees, and punitive damages. At the press conference, Mitchell said she's haunted by the memories of seeing her colleagues and friends shot in front of her. "I relived the shooting and the sound of the explosion from the gun over and over again," Mitchell said. "I'm depressed, I don't feel safe, and I feel that at any moment anything could happen to me and to those that I care about that are standing close to me. I do not have a sense of guardrails in my life to keep me safe. I'm frightened of the future. This violent tragedy has taken away the joy in my life." Baldwin has been reached out for comment. This is massive. Again, this is like a pretty huge thing to come direct to Alec Baldwin's door. It'll be interesting to see where this goes. There does, again, like I say, you need to share the videos, you need to like the videos, because there has to be this kind of public pressure. And Hollywood needs to see that there's a public interest, the attorneys, the district attorneys, the sheriffs, etc. Because you've got the likes of, you know, Daniel Baldwin coming out and going like, he's just being scapegoated. No, he has a very real claim to fault here. Obviously, it'll be found out in the judicial system. But yeah, there seems to be just more and more of this nonsense going on. So yeah, pretty massive claim, intentionally fired. I mean, you know, I don't want to get into too much conjecture in these videos, because it's not what I do with these. This content doesn't have much of my own opinion on this, right? I outline the facts and then I say, what do you guys think? But I do want to just, you know, posit real quickly is that at the end of the day, there's a lot of improv on scenes. Like, of course there are. But if a script supervisor is standing there ready to take a photo just to show, hey, is there some continuity here, and then out of nowhere you cock a gun and shoot it, that just sounds like someone messing around on set. You know, there was no cameras rolling. There's no need to improv anything at that moment. They hadn't, I mean, they're literally just setting up for the scene. You can outline it, right? No cameras were rolling. They were just lining it up. You've got the script supervisor just ready, taking, you know, looking at photos to see continuity, and then out of nowhere, someone cocks a gun and shoots. The mind boggles at, you know, why. And I think that'll be one of the bigger linchpins on this entire scenario and situation as to where the penny falls on blame here. We already know from the district attorney. They have already outlined the chain of custody. They apparently know who loaded the live ammunition into the gun. I did a video on that and I said, hey, I think charges will be brought soon. I mean, we're getting lawsuits left, right and centre now. And I think this will be the tip of the iceberg. I think there'll be a few more along the way before things are all said and done. But there you have it, ladies and gents. He intentionally did it, where there was no call for it either. And I think that's the tragedy of the situation, is that there was no reason for him to do that in that point in time, but he did anyway. And then as a result of that, what appears to be someone just messing around, because again, no cameras were rolling, you were setting up a scene, you were just marking out, you cock and fire a gun, and now someone's lost their life. So what do you guys think? Let me know down below. If you're new here, do hit subscribe. Again, give the video a like and a share. It just helps it out quite a lot. If you want to support the channel further, we've got Patreon, memberships, and there is a link in the description box to my limited edition Christmas t-shirt or sweater. Cheers guys, take care.